Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Left side, Tatum. Off target from outside. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
To the inside, and the jam by Brown.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Here's Abaji. Outside Brunson. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Hart can't hit.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Pressey. Brunson defending. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Brown. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Second chance shot. And it's Hart laying it in.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Over to the wing. There's Tatum with the 3. And it's Bagley with the rebound.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Ingram on the wing. Charity stripe shot. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Nice touch from the mid-range. Ingram looking confident, rising up and shooting from there.
There's Pressey. Tries again. Here's Tatum. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Pass to Ingram. Back to Bagley. Here's Abaji. Outside Ingram. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And the jam by Brown.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
And so it's Boston with it. The Raptors making their last shot. Here's Tatum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Outside Brunson. Fires from deep. He drops it from range.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's Tatum. Hart pulls it in.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Bagley. To the middle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Greg.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
41 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Mashburn. Out to Beal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yes, Beal is a fantastic three-point shooter, but Bradley Beal can also mix it up down low.
And so he hits both. Raptors lead by 6. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Quickly deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Grady Dick. Just 5 to shoot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Bassey. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that...
16. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Raptors lead by 4. Here's Dick. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Down low. Here's Mashburn. Still without a bucket. Here's Pritchard. He got a piece of it. Now Beasley. Looney, the screen.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors in their last game, a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about when Ingram turns on the Jets, especially there in transition?
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Ingram, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Ingram, left side. Bagley, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
The screen from Brown. Here's Tatum. The shot misses. And here's Toronto. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Phil Jackson. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the three. We'll see if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. How about this run, Greg, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Fires the three. The offensive rebound. And Bagley able to finish.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Brown. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. They need this. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
And so Bagley nails them both. Celtics trailed by 7. Here's Pritchard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. It's good.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Brunson. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. Here's Brunson. To the inside. Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Here's Pritchard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Toronto leading by 5. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Looney. Back to Dick. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Took him no time at all on that one. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go. Now, here's Quickly. There's 39 seconds left in the first. There's a good screen. Pass to Dick. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake. He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Looney with it. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Raptors lead by 3.
The Raptors, 15.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Great. What a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And it's Brunson missing. Celtics trailed by 3. Pass to Mashburn. Here's Bassett. He has yet to score. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marvin Bagley picks one up. Celtics have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
At the line, Ja.
He's perfect from the line this time. Toronto with the ball. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Out to the wing. And here's Brunson. He's got 5. Bagley inside the line. It's rebounded by Walsh. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Raptors with the lead. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
Silky three-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Inside. The Raptors need to get a shot off. They get it back, and it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by Bagley.
Into the lineup for the Raptors. Emmanuel Quickly.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Walsh. Here's Pritchard. Over quickly. And another miss by Boston. Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Bassett, defended by Bagley. Pass to Pritchard. Another shot. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Back to Dick. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Bagley, no good. Celtics trailed by 6. Knocks it loose. Pass to Hart. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Looney. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Raptors with the ball. 6-point lead. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Dick. The 3. And again, Toronto no up.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Now, here's Hart. Now, here's Quickly. Nothing on the board. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Looney. And again, no good by Toronto. Celtics trail by 4. Outside, White. To the left side wing. Brown outside. Here's Porzingis. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pass to Dick. Now Hart. Over in the corner. Looney. Knocks down the 3 ball. Looney's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors. Porzingis way outside. And so it's Toronto heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Raptors leading by 7. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Hart.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Bagley the screen. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trailed by 9. It's to Porzingis. Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Porzingis. Over in the corner. White connects from 3-point range. White's got 5.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Abaji. Over to the wing. Brunson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Tatum. Toronto grabs the miss. 4-on-3 break. Here's Abaji. Traps in the tray. And now an 11-point Raptor lead.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. Rebounded by Hart.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Bagley the screen. Back to Brunson. Pass to Abaji. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Here's Brunson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Pressey. There's 1:47 left here in the 3rd quarter. Drains the 3 while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
Oh, the sturdiness from Kristaps. Takes the foul and still gets the bucket.
Raptors leading by 10. Now Brunson. He's got 11. Dick wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And that's now 7 points for Grady Dick. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Looney. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
White, good.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
.35 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Looney. Jake with it. He's got 7. The shot from 20 feet away. And another basket for Toronto.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Brown wide open. He fires. A 3-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter. It'll count. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more.
The Raptors, 48.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Celtics trailed by 11. Pass to Mashburn. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Beasley outside. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Pass to quickly. Goes back up. Looney with the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. There's the drive. It's Beasley on the wing. Back to Dick. The three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Beal with the three. And it's Looney with the rebound. Toronto leading by 8. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. It's Dick on the wing. Back to Looney. Plenty of space. Rebound by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Pass to Beal. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
There's the pick. It's Dick on the wing. He pulls it in.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss. Let him know, Beal. That is a huge shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Outside for Bagley. Boston on D. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Bagley the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Brunson scanning the floor. And no good that time. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Out to Porzingis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now, Hart. Brunson outside. In the corner, it's Ingram. All alone. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Brown outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Brunson draws the double. From past the arc. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Toronto. 4-point game. There's 21 seconds left in the game. From deep three-point territory, it's rebounded by Porzingis.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
The Celtics call time. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
After substitution, Walker.
Outside Tatum. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.